Well, 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 is this an optical illusion before me? What is that bright stuff up in the sky, that bright orb? I won't point the camera directly at it, but you can see that there's shadows, which indicates sunshine, which is an amazing relief because yet again yesterday we had more and more rain. I was planning on going out yesterday afternoon, just impossible, just a total downpour again. And yeah, no, things are getting so bad with supermarkets up here because a lot of trucks are just basically waylaid out just outside of Townsville. I think they even had to get the army to evacuate some backpackers. Apparently it's hit the mainstream media now, but I could sense something was going wrong about 4 days ago when I went to the supermarket and saw the shelves were getting empty, and getting it confirmed by the checkout chick that they had a 3-day delay at that stage. So it's quite a backlog, no doubt, with produce getting in here, but it's got so bad now that the supermarkets apparently are flying in fresh produce because there's no other way of getting here because the roads are impassable around Townsville. Lucky that I'm in Cairns, although apparently we had over 800 mil of rain this week, yet it doesn't seem that bad. You know, you can just look around here, it's, you know, it's not too bad, but in Townsville all hell's broken loose. They've really popped it bad, and I think that's only marginally more rain, but depends where you are. I think the place that copped the most rain in Townsville was actually the airport. They got 1,000 mils in 1 week. It might have been 1 day. It couldn't be 1 day, surely. But I think it was, look, definitely in a week they got 1,000 mil. It's a phenomenal amount of rain. So our 800 doesn't look so bad in comparison, but this used to be a swamp area too, where I live, Parramatta Park. Yet it doesn't seem to be doing too badly. So I'm heading off to the supermarket again because I've run out of my greens, but it looks as though they're going to be flying that stuff in it. You know, like the spinach is pretty light, so in the plastic bags. I mean, I don't think that'd be an hassle bringing that in with air freight, but I guess they just got to do this sort of thing when we're basically a semi-isolated community right now. Presumably in a week's time it'll all be pretty well forgotten, except for the poor bastards down in Townsville who've got to do all the insurance claims and have had flooded houses. That'd be horrible. So I've done pretty well here, and having a flat on the 3rd level looks like a really good move given the record rainfalls we've just had here. The roof didn't leak, so that's, on a personal level, that's good. So I really haven't had any collateral damage. Slight inconvenience with shopping basically is about the worst I've copped, so it could be worse. It's a shame I didn't go overseas this time of year, but I try to look for airfares in January, and it's just without enough notice, it's just not a good time to book the airfares. It's too expensive. The airfares in February and are a lot better, so more sensible time to leave. Still could get more rain, who knows? See, there's a little bit of a remnant of what happened. Bit of water in the gutter, but nothing particularly amazing. And a little bit of sunshine up here can dry things out pretty fast, because it is still summer. Hard to believe, but it is. More reminiscent of the wet season in Southeast Asia, where they get monsoonal downpours, which is good because they just usually come straight after the summer in places like Bangkok and Chiang Mai in Thailand, and it's a big relief to get the rain. Takes a bit of the edge off the heat. But anyway, I'll be very interested to see what's happening with the supermarkets. The Coles supermarket, of course I'm going to buy some cheap grog. Goes without saying, really, doesn't it? But also food. I do need food as well as grog. So we could try to get both. and I won't go down the pathway because I know that it's going to be still waterlogged. It'll take a few days for it to dry out, maybe at least 24 hours anyway. So we'll just continue on along this route. But yeah, just amazing weather. Dry as a bone last year, and it's just been torrential rain this year over a fairly long period, I might add. So we'll see what we find at the supermarket. Now, well, Coles appears to have all its lights on. This is Tuesday morning, the time I wanted to avoid, because the manager virtue signals by turning the lights down in supposed support for what's it? Some cause. I can't even remember what it is anymore, but some affliction. But it looks like all the lights are on at the moment, so fingers crossed. To give you an idea how empty the shelves are, this used to be a lot of bacon there, but it's all out of stock. Yeah, geez, I'm going to be pushing to get something to put in my rolls. There's just nothing here. So it gives you an indication of how denuded this section is. Not all of them are, because all the other over there's okay, but and there's plenty of fruit and veg, so that's all right. But yeah, look at that. That's a consequence of the floods. Gee, the dairy's been affected badly by the floods. Look at that. That's normally full of produce. Same here, cheese and stuff. Yeah, it's taken a bit of a hammering in this section too, but it depends on the section. Yeah, actually meat's down too. So that's been hit. Look at that. That's usually full of food. And over here as well. God, it's really. You can buy snags. There's plenty of them. But boy, this flood has had a big effect. I don't know what I'm going to end up taking home today. I'm not going to have much produce to choose from. Anything fresh, like see their home brand yogurt's all gone. But only the expensive stuff's still there. Big surprise. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great. But please don't ignore me. That's the worst thing you can do on YouTube, is be ignored.